No.
So, are you ready to get started? Or are
I'm
you
ready.
still
I'm going to play with the stickers until it's story
playing
time.
with stickers? Well, are you going to be paying attention
I
to
will
me?
pay attention. I can multitask.
I don't think you're going to pay attention
I'm
to
paying
me.
attention.
To the podcast?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Arianna.
If you're new here, welcome. This is where we talk about Reddit stories and chit-chat pretty much about nothing, just our daily lives.
I'm currently doing a sticker book. I got it for my birthday, and it's basically, like the adult coloring books, but with stickers. So instead of coloring, it just has a bunch of sticker pieces that are numbered, and you fill out the little image.
It seems kind of nice and relaxing.
It's really nice, except if you get, it's misaligned, then you just kind of have to not care.
It's really bothering me.
Otherwise, I need, tweezers and really line it up. But yeah, I like it.
You're going to buy tools to do the sticker book now, aren't you?
I am.
It's supposed to be relaxing, but really Ari's just going to,
I'm going to make it stressful.
yeah, you'll make it stressful. It's supposed to de-stress you. So, how was your week?
My week was good. I went to emo night.
So, what is emo night?
So basically there's a DJ and then they play old emo songs. So it's a lot of fun. There's dancing and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
I actually danced.
You danced?
I danced.
And did you go alone?
No, I went with my boyfriend and he let me paint his nails black.
See, big news. She hasn't a boyfriend.
What is the big news? I can't have a boyfriend?
Well, you haven't announced that on here.
Well,
before.
They don't need to know about my personal life.
That's what we talked about in the beginning. Anything you want to
Some
share?
things are sacred.
Okay, well, you brought it up.
Actually, you brought it up.
Well, you could have said, yeah, I went with a friend.
Well, that's wrong. He actually listens to this.
No way. Great. Sometimes you're cringy. Sorry.
That's what I said.
But anyway.
But yeah, that was fun. I actually was a little unsure if I'd like it or not, 'cause it's not really being out with groups of people is not really my thing, but it was fun.
Nice. Well, you're probably with a bunch of people that also feel the same way. They don't like groups of people. So the vibe might be the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a drink.
What'd you drink?
Vodka crayon.
Vodka crayon.
My basic drink.
So I order either soda water or regular water with raspberry vodka if they have it with a splash of crayon.
That's too many words. I want to say the simplest. I don't want to have any questions asked to me. I just want...
So was it regular water or soda water?
Regular, yeah, because it wasn't carbonated.
Okay.
Which I'm happy about. I don't like carbonation, really.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Did I do anything else? Oh! We threw a shower together.
We did throw a shower together. It was so much fun. I think we did a really good job. We did the decorations.
I think so.
We had lots of baskets for people to win. I thought it was fun.
It was nervous. A lot of fun. There were so many baskets. Friday night, we spent 2 hours wrapping these baskets.
Yes, so many baskets. And then beyond baskets, we had some gift cards for them to win from coffee places, or I just had a bunch of random stuff because some boys were there as long as girls, because sometimes showers are just girls. So I wanted to make sure there was something for everyone, whoever won.
There's only 3 guys there. Well, 4.
4.
5.
5?
Include Anthony.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, I don't know if the guests of honor are included.
Okay, so 5. But yeah, no, I thought it went well, though. Oh my God, I was sweating. So I was doing the games, and Ariana's dad got a microphone for me to use.
That was great.
And I didn't think that I would be the only one doing the games.
No, you got the personality, the...
Not really. And then no.
Do you know what you're talking about?
My mom was like, "We can't hear you." And
Okay, yeah, that was annoying. Unnecessary. Just makes it more awkward for the person talking.
Yes.
When you're already uncomfortable.
I'm already uncomfortable.
She did the motion to put the microphone closer. It wasn't that problem. I think it was just people are talking and not great acoustics in there.
Well, right. So you found the great acoustics, and then Amanda kept moving up to my mouth, and my one friend Hope was like, "Was she trying to get you to eat the?"
Wait, she
I'm
got moving it?
Yes.
Oh,
at one point.
Amanda?
She was just trying to help me so you could
Yeah,
hear me
she
more.
was.
But it was definitely a microphone that you need to really have close.
Okay, yeah.
But it was too loud.
She's like, I have
She has microphone experience.
in theater and music, and
Yes.
you're doing it wrong.
She's like, you're making it sound worse than it needs to. You might not love your voice, but it's definitely worse.
It would be better if you did it properly.
Yes. She was just trying to help out. And I think my mom was trying to help out too.
No,
but I felt like I was being heckled.
I know. It's just like when you're already feeling embarrassed, like even though people are coming like from a good place, it just makes you feel more embarrassed.
Yes. So I felt embarrassed all the time that I'm sweating, announcing the games.
Yeah.
And then like at one point there was a break and there's a side door. I'm like, oh, please don't let it be like a fire alarm or something go off. I opened the door and just stood there for a minute, like getting some fresh air.
That's why you're opening the door. I thought it was like Anthony or Alyssa that were too warm. It was you.
No, it was me. It wasn't the other people. It was me. And so
That's funny.
yeah, overall though, I think I was very proud of it. And I do realize I had a vision of how I wanted the shower to look. And I realized like that is my passion. If I could get paid to do that, that'd be great.
You can. It was funny. Alyssa was talking to me. She's like, yeah, your mom's like, I wish I could do this for a living. And she was like, she can. It's a real job.
It is, but I don't know if I have the clientele.
You gotta start building your business. You make your website, post photos like you've taken of things you've done. You make an Instagram, you start posting. You make a TikTok and start posting about it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we'll get this started.
I guess you'll be my media manager. I mean, still have to work a full-time job. This would be more for
yeah.
it. Like, but I don't know. I really, really enjoy
Until
doing
it takes
that.
off.
Well, right. Then I can
I'm not
retire
saying
early.
quit
and
your
do that.
job. Don't
No,
do that, please. I don't make enough to support this household.
Just the dog alone's hard enough.
It's hard supporting my family, my dog, child.
Yes. So yeah. So no, overall it was fun. I did have a lot of favors, and I didn't mean to have 3 favors. So actually it was 4.
4?
So I had the cookies that were part of the ambiance, but also like people took them home. I'll actually share a photo of what the cookies that we had. And then I did like this little honey with a little dabber thing. I don't know what it's called.
I
with that
love
little,
the honey.
yeah. And then I did like these are little glass like tubes of tea. So it had like tea leaves.
Quick comment. Love the idea. I do think whoever put those together instead of glass should have used plastic. Just because if you did break in the box.
Yeah, if you did break. But they look so elegant though.
Yes.
In the glass tubes. And yeah, but it was funny. A couple of people were like, what kind of party is this? They didn't realize it was tea. And I'm like, it's a shower. It's not that kind of party. It wasn't a rave. Like
Yeah.
and the tea flavoring actually was on if you read
It's on the bottom.
tag.
I mean, it was kind of hard to read font, but it was pretty, and I mean, you can make it out.
Yeah. Because it also had something on there about like, thank you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So-
it was super cute. I loved it.
But then the pens also had a thank you. And I just ordered baby pens because I wanted them, because everyone needs a pen for games. And then I didn't realize that I opened the box at the shower venue when we were setting up. Like, oh, shoot, there's something I could attach to it. And they're like, oh my gosh, we don't have time. Then it starts stressing me out.
Oh,
And
Amanda did that real fast. She was
Amanda's
good.
like, I got this.
I'm so glad she was there. I don't think I could have done that without her.
No, Amanda. Well, because it also, like, they said that we could get there between 9 and 9:30. We got there, like, what, 9:20?
No, it was like 9:30.
Was it 9:30?
But
I
yeah.
thought it was a little early. And they weren't ready for us to start setting up. So first we bring everything in. Amanda got there the same time we did. And then we were waiting and waiting. Like they had to put the tables together. They were still mopping. They were cleaning. I'm like, oh my God. So then we had to kind of rush from because the shower started at 11 because it was brunch.
We had like an hour.
We
I
had
mean,
an
we
hour.
put together what we could, like while we're waiting for the room, like, the stacked boxes with
Yeah.
the balloons inside that say baby. Mm-hmm. But that's all we could really do without opening a bunch of them.
Yes. It was a really nice venue. They should have said you only get an hour because, we're still opening up or whatever.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice to kind of know that. But
Other than
overall,
that,
we had enough help.
I think
that
it was
worked
a
out.
beautiful space in there.
It really was. No, I really liked it.
Yeah, I think it was great.
It was. I was happy.
Yep.
I hope the people we threw it for were happy.
I think so. I mean, they said something there. They sent us a text. We saw them later that day, and they said it was great.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not one to just say it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because if I did something really wrong, Anthony would still call me out on it.
Oh yeah, he sent you a text or something.
But not like wrong, like I wouldn't be rude, but we're all like, why would you do that? Or why would you have that there? Or
Yeah.
something like that. So, yeah, so that was good. That was pretty much like took up our time because I was making coasters for it beforehand, and Ariana has her stickers. You can see on YouTube. She is done. Be
Isn't it beautiful? Be silly, be honest, be kind.
Be kind. That's what I say.
Perfect. This is for you, actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
want you to hang it up at work.
I'll put it on my refrigerator at home.
Why don't you want to take it to work?
Okay, I'll take it to work and say my daughter made it for me. And then they're like, how old? Oh, that's another thing. So we had leftover those beautiful cookies, and then we had cupcakes too. Like we had a lot of stuff. Anyway, I just don't want to leave out the cupcakes. So we had lots of different flavors of those too. But so the I brought the cookies in, and everyone's like, and it says like established, like the little stickers established 2025, baby Sonati, and the one girl at work said, whose baby things are these? And the other girl at work was like, Shannon, it says Sonati. And she was like, oh, and she's just staring at me. And then I'm like, for my son and daughter-in-law. And she's like, oh, okay.
She's like, you're pregnant?
You're pregnant? You're not married? You threw your own shower and brought in cookies? Like, what's
Yeah.
happening right now?
Oh gosh. That's
No,
funny.
it was funny.
Oh, do you want to hear my yoga story?
Yes, let's hear your yoga story.
So I've been thinking I'm not gonna continue going like my yoga membership. Just gonna do some things at home because it's a little pricey, and like my schedule's changing at work, so it really like it wouldn't be convenient really to like. I would have to, like there's not enough time. I would have to be like sitting around for like an hour, half an hour to hit a class.
yeah.
So because they have like the text message and like everything else, like when I froze my account, just they sent me a text. So like that's how usually I've been communicating to the staff.
Okay.
So I sent a text, I would like to cancel my membership. Then I get a call.
Oh.
Hold on. It felt like I was like breaking up with someone. It said, hi Ariana. It's me with yoga. Just give me a call back. I just saw your text that you wanted to cancel. Let me know what's going on.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay. I feel like that's a little
I feel
dramatic.
like you blindsided your yoga place. They're very upset.
And then they sent me a text, which I haven't responded back yet. They're like, sorry to hear this. You will lose your rate. Are you sure you just don't want to freeze it? And then they said like what my final billing day would be. But it made me feel like I was trying to break up with someone over text.
You kind of are because you were really in love with that yoga studio when you first started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you just got up to work, you got up earlier to work so you can go to yoga at the right time.
I struggle getting up now. I don't think I can get up half an hour earlier.
That's true. And then I save money. Well, you could always pay per time. Wasn't it? You can pay per time too.
25 a class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I do like my rate's really good. Like I got it on a deal. Like, and they upped it. Like in the beginning of the year, it's like $139 now a month.
Wow.
I pay $109. But like I feel like I'm not going enough that it's worth it anymore.
right now.
Yeah.
That's sad. Well, they'll always be there waiting for you.
Yeah. Trying to get me back.
Ooh, maybe after the end of summer they'll offer you a better rate.
Doubt it. I'll be forgotten. They'll move on.
Yeah, they're on to other yoga people.
Yeah. Just be one of their exes.
And you'll be an ex. That's very sad. So you're gonna avoid that area now. You have to avoid the whole place altogether.
I can't go there anymore.
Well, yeah, they're gonna see you.
I just found it funny that they're call saying, what's going on?
I know. She's like, oh my gosh. That's funny. Hello, little Miso.
Miso.
She got all wet earlier from the cat. We have a catio that Alyssa and Ari built, and it was raining like sideways, so the cat got wet in the catio, and she was just so confused and so upset.
Yep.
It was funny. All right, so today is Cinco de Mayo, so I made homemade strawberry margaritas. They're kind of mild.
I like it. Tastes like I'm drinking strawberry.
I only added 4 ounces of tequila.
Yeah, thank you.
I got some really good tequila from the liquor store like a while back.
With
With agave, and they had tasting, though they did say the more expensive one doesn't have agave, and you have to add the agave to it.
That's more you have to buy.
But they said then it's pure. More
Okay.
pure. I know. Like, whatever. I'll take this one. I think this bottle, because it's glass and like pretty fancy. It's actually the best tequila though I've ever had.
Tequila.
Tequila, because I've had some cheap tequila that I did not like at all. So anyway, so I wish I had more tequila in it, but
I'm happy.
I cut up strawberries. I made a strawberry puree.
So good.
And then it said I had like a half a cup of like sugar. I'm like, no. I used 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Thank you. It's
strawberries.
sweet as it is. I can't imagine it any sweeter.
Right. Like we didn't need, I was supposed to make it more of a strawberry syrup and or add simple syrup. I did neither because I felt like strawberries are sweet enough.
Yeah, no, they're sweet enough.
I didn't need any more sugar. So happy Cinco de Mayo. It's a day late now, but today for us is Cinco de Mayo. So anyway, because of that, I said Cinco de Mayo honors the Battle of 1862 of Puebla. While it's not widely celebrated in Mexico, in the United States, Cinco de Mayo has become an observance of Mexican culture and heritage, specifically in regions and large populations of Mexican Americans. So I found that interesting that in Mexico, they don't celebrate this, but we celebrate it here in America.
Well, yeah, makes sense. All we're doing is drinking. What kind of...
That's true. You don't really have to do much. You just have to drink some alcohol and be like, woo! So, yeah, I just wanted to know what the origins were, because I never understood other than Cinco de Mayo, so you drink.
Tequila.
Tequila. Yeah, that's all I really know about that. And then, this is what I wanted. So did you know Finland nearly ended homelessness nationwide with this housing first strategy, which gives people a small apartment and mental health support without any preconditions. Thanks to the approach she's digging into me, about 80% of the participants successfully reintegrate into society, finding stable housing, employment, sobriety, and greater well-being. Okay, leave the kitty alone. She's like, this cat's, I'm trying to read and scratching my legs. Ariana's trying to take her from me.
I'm trying to help it because Alice is being weird to it.
Okay, that's what you say. She's just jealous that the cat was on my lap.
No.
So I found that interesting, if you could understand that with the broken reading of it. Oh, I'm going to share the screenshot. Wow. So cookies and then something creepy. Whoever did this at my job needs to be escorted out by noon today. They got this creepy doll. Then they made it look creepier in its face, and you have to see it to truly enjoy it.
Ew, why?
I would love to put it in the hallway at work.
Why?
It's just funny. So you can kind of see it on here for YouTube. But could you imagine walking into work and seeing that in the hallway? No. So I'll also share it on our Instagram because I found it funny. And I don't have a lot of news just because I was so busy crafting. So I make, I shared that last week, coasters. And so between the coaster making and getting everything ready for the baskets in the shower for the past few weeks, I haven't had a lot of extra spare time.
No, me either.
No, though I do want to say
what?
I should wait until someone that does cows, like milks cows or takes care of cows. But so I've been watching Handmaid's Tale, and then so they obviously use women for breeding, have children against their will. That's what we do to cows and sheep and lamb.
We should have Amanda on and we should have a discussion with
We
her.
should. So my opinion for cow farming, and just because that's what they did in Ireland and they had happier cows, is that they should, as long as the baby's healthy and mom is healthy, because not all cows want to be in the same, stall as their baby. Assuming everything's healthy, I would like America to change and have a little bit kinder laws about. I'm playing with my glasses.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I'm with a cow. I'm a fidgeter.
Don't fidget in front of me.
For moms to stay with the babies, and you can still get enough milk from them.
I think you should wait and have this conversation with Amanda.
I'm just giving my opinion.
Yeah,
if she hears this, she can respond when she comes on to say why she thinks it's good practice.
A guest appearance, and I'm gonna have all cow themed stories.
Well, that's weird. I don't know if there's enough cow themed stories.
Oh, I'm sure I could find them.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. But no, I just think mothers and babies should be able to stay together if they want to.
That's would be nice.
Because I think that the reason the cow has milk is to be with for the baby, but it'll produce as much as we need. So like literally the cow could drink its milk from its mother and you could still milk the cow. But they're probably a little bit more aggressive because they want to protect their baby. I'm sure there's reasons.
I'm sure there is. I don't know any of them. I'm not a cow farmer.
No, I just like that in Ireland
A
when I
cow
saw that.
farmer.
Cow
Dairy
farmer.
farmer.
Dairy farmer. Wasn't that does cows? Like, we do what with cows?
The person that has the cows.
Yes. Hey, I love Nate the Hoof Guy. He's like one of my favorite things that I watch on TikTok, especially scrolling at night. If there's a Nate the Hoof Guy video, I'm very fascinated with hoofing. I don't know what it's
Gross.
called.
I hate watching this.
It's not gross. It's pretty cool.
Ugh, I don't like the long hooves.
Okay. So anyway, I think it's time for some Reddit stories.
I guess. All right. That's not Reddit. That's Snapchat.
I guess we're going to snap us, but no one else is going to see that right now. So I don't know.
Okay. Shh.
Are you shushing me right now?
I'm shushing you.
I will not be shushed.
Well, I just did.
I don't stand for it.
Okay, you're sitting.
I'm going to fidget more and annoy you.
All right. So first, we're going to go to 2 Hot Takes subreddit. This is posted by Maleficent Exercise 51. I just found out my boyfriend of 4 years has been cheating on me for the past year and a half. You will never guess the ending.
Okay, he's been cheating for a year and a half. We'll never guess the ending.
And they've been together for 4 years.
Oh, wow. He was cheating a long time in their relationship.
Almost half their
Yes, okay. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
Why don't you just get out of the relationship, dude, and be honest? Okay.
Okay. Some background that I promise is actually important. I, currently 24, female, 20 at the time, transferred to a different university from community college in August 2021. I went to university about 4 hours away and lived in an apartment off campus with no roommates. Basically, I knew nobody. I met a boy, currently 26, 23 at the time. So she was 20, he was 23.
Okay.
Who also had just transferred in. He was an athlete with 2 extra years of eligibility. He needed a new university to play his sport. Since we were both working towards the same degree, we had the majority of our classes together and took interest in each other immediately. We were both into Marvel and sports. A couple months after meeting and being friends, we decided to be officially together. And we're together until about December of 2022, when he graduated and moved back to his home state 16 hours away. We had no interest at the time in trying the distance. But as you probably guessed, we decided that we wanted to be in each other's lives and fully started dating again in July 2023, long distance. We made it work constantly, calling and FaceTiming. We decided in March 2024 to take a break because we were both moving into new places and wanted some time to settle in. We spent the majority of summer and fall talking on and off. We would call as much as we could, but not officially together or anything. Then in November/December, he called me up and told me he was tired of doing long distance, that he wanted to move to the state I lived in so we could get married and start our lives together. After he told me, I just assumed we were together because who the hell says that for shits and gigs, you know? And we did all our normal long distance things up until last week. All right, now for the real reason you're still here, the tea. Now we are in present day, so 24 and 26 years old, LOL. Last week, he told me he was going to be busy with work and probably couldn't talk a whole lot. He's a coach, and spring is busy for the sports he coaches, so I was chill about it. But then we went day after day with no talking. And that's not normal for us. So on Sunday, I texted him, and my text doesn't go through, and I immediately know I need to go check his Facebook status. And lo and behold, it says, in a relationship since January 2024. I swear, in that moment, I almost shit my pants because we don't have an official date. I called my best friend. We do some sleuthing, and he has another girlfriend in the state he lives in. We do not live in the same state. I'm so mad I'm seeing red, but then I'm like, I have to get in contact with this other girl. I try to message on Instagram, but I can't do it on Facebook. I gather all my receipts and their best apologies and send it her way. Then I remember Facebook Messenger is not hey girly message friendly because of all the requests and spams. So basically, I'm such a girl's girl and I have to tell her, so I find one of her tag friends and message her to see if she can get the other girlfriend to see my message. And this response may be the craziest thing about the whole situation. The other girlfriend finally does see it and she proceeds to tell me she already knew who I was and to not message any of her friends again. Flabbergasted, I reply and apologize for reaching out to her friend. I didn't want to, I just wanted to make sure she knew. Then assured her that if I knew about her, I would have ended things a long time ago, and that he wouldn't be contacting me again. Then in summary, this girl tells me that she blocked me on his phone, that our whole 4 years of us being together in one way or another meant nothing to him, and he didn't mean anything that he ever said to me. At that point, I decided that the girl's girl card was revoked. Like, I know she's in denial, but he and I were boyfriend and girlfriend when they first got together, and like for 2 years before that. As politely as I could manage, I told her that that wasn't true. He's met my family. He asked me to apply to the jobs in his state last summer while they were together, and that some of it could have definitely been lies, but not everything was. When I saw she read it, I blocked them both on everything. Now I'm officially out of that situation. So yes, it's been the last few days of my life. I'm working through it as best I can with lots of Taylor Swift music therapy. Turns out screaming the smallest man who ever lived in the black dog can really bring a girl to peace. If you've made it to the end, I love you and hope you have a magical day.
Wow. Unbelievable. And that girl's in denial.
Yeah.
And she was trying to be a girl's girl. Like, hey, I didn't know. He was seeing me. He's seeing you.
Yeah.
Because that's what a woman wants. And why would you stay with him? She's in denial. And he was cheating on you, too.
Stay with the guy.
Yeah. Why would you stay with someone like that?
Like,
I don't get it. Well,
obviously it bothered her because she blocked her on his phone.
Yeah, so she knew.
But, like, why would he say, like, he's planning on moving there so they can get married?
So weird.
Yeah.
Coward, a liar. He couldn't choose? I don't know.
Top comment, bruh, I'm so sorry. Who knew you were wasting all that time with a snake who attracted other snakes? Low-key glad you got outed her to her friend, though, LMAO. OP replied saying, yeah, I generally had no idea. Also, I really wasn't trying to out her. I just wanted to be able to say I did everything in my power to let her know. I would like for a girl to do that for me if they knew. But then again, she knew and I didn't. If I knew this was how it would have all turned out, I wouldn't have as much anxiety over letting her know.
Well, right, because she had no idea that the girl would know. Because a good person...
I would assume that she didn't.
Right, because a good person wouldn't normally do that.
No.
So, like, if you know someone's in a relationship, you're like, oh, okay, why are you trying to talk to me?
Yeah.
Get away from me, weirdo.
There is an update.
Oh, okay, what is it?
So, hi everyone. I never intended to make an update because I'm pretty done with the situation, but I felt like there was some good information to share. Now for the update. I haven't spoken to him or the other girl since this all went down. I really have no plans to speak to either of them ever again. But tonight, I was telling my best friend what happened. I knew she'd be in town tonight and I wanted to tell her in person. She wanted to see what the other girl looked like. So we looked her up on social media and she took down all the pictures and changed her status to single.
Really?
I will not be reaching out to her again, but I'm very glad she got herself out of the situation. Everyone handles it differently, but I harbored no hate toward her. I'm glad we are both free. Now that I know they're broken up and she's out, I finally feel like I can have some real closure.
Interesting. So do you think she just was on the defense about it and lied? Like, I want to block you?
Well, there's this top comment, I think makes sense what you're saying.
Okay.
So top comment, oh girl, she was definitely the side piece who got too bold. He was keeping her around for convenience, but once she blocked you and changed his status, he freaked out and got rid of her. Be careful and aware as you can be. I suspect you'll soon get a surprise visit from your ex.
You're right.
I think so, because she was just convenient. She lived together. He probably maybe, I say love with like quotes around it, loved this other girl.
Yeah.
But then wanted someone for where he lived.
Yes, he needed a warm body, basically. Yeah. I think you are correct. I think that is it. I think maybe he was going to move there. Mm-hmm. Good thing she found out. Could you imagine marrying him when he was cheating on you the whole time?
No, that's awful.
That is awful. Like, long distance is hard, but you have to be honest with each other.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Yes. What do you got?
So we're kind of on we're on a boyfriend thing today.
Okay.
So this is also from Two Hot Takes.
Usually the boyfriends don't come out too good. Like, and it's not like we man hate, but a lot of the times the guys don't come out good.
I think more women write about bad partners than men will
That's
go on Reddit.
True. Yeah, you're right. Maybe Reddit's more, I wouldn't say it's more for women, but
think they're more
women
likely
complain
to
more.
complain and write
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
looking for advice, or they get gaslit a lot, so they think, "Am I crazy?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is posted by Handsome Girly. This 3
Gosh,
days
I got
ago.
hair on my nose, and it's making my nose itch.
No one needs to know about your nose hairs.
Well, if they see me on YouTube itching my nose, I'm not picking. I just got to itch. Okay.
Anyways, all my scrunchies started going missing when I met my boyfriend.
Okay, that's weird.
About a month ago, I became official with a guy named Tim. Tim is great, really responsible, honest, and has a good career.
Sounds like Be Like Tim.
So far, our relationship has been great, aside from the fact that since I met him, my scrunchies started going missing.
Does he have long hair?
It sounds stupid, I know, but I always stash my scrunchies throughout my apartment. I use them every day and like them to be easily accessible. I have some in my bathroom, both of my bedrooms, my living room, and my car. I probably had 20 plus scrunchies randomly dispersed throughout.
Sounds like me. Okay.
I'm down to 6, 3 of which were in my car.
Oh,
At first, I thought maybe I just lost 1 or 2, but before long, I noticed that entire stashes were going missing.
sounds like it could be an OnlyFans thing.
Ugh.
I'm just joking.
It's got that would be a concern if it was underwear.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotten annoying because anytime I go to reach for one, it's just gone. For example, I have a drawer under my sink where I've kept around 5 scrunchies. Sounds crazy, but I tend to take them, tie back my hair, and do something else and take them out to a different room. This assured me that I always have one on hand in the room I usually need them most. I return 5 to the stash on Sundays when if they got moved. She's very particular about these shirts.
She really, I should count mine because I'm looking at a scrunchie right now at the table because I'm always doing that as well. Got a piece of your candy on there. Gross.
The drawer, none.
What?
The only factor in my life that has changed is my boyfriend. My dog doesn't bother them, but even if she had somehow gotten into the drawers and taken to eating them, we'd probably be in the pet ER right now.
Yeah.
Because 14 scrunchies is quite a lot.
Would fill up those intestines.
Yeah. I don't think anyone is breaking in to steal my scrunchies.
No.
I know I haven't lost this many. Is my boyfriend a ferret? What could he possibly be doing with all these
He's
scrunchies?
nesting.
My friends are joking that he has a shrine of me in his closet.
No.
One friend thinks he's stealing them to test if I notice when things go missing and has plans to steal more, which has me sort of sketched out. He's never in my apartment alone, but he's somehow finding enough time to be alone to do this and for me to not notice. Does anyone have any ideas? I was going to confront him, but I don't want to accuse him of something so silly, but I just don't get it. Help!
What is he doing with her scrunchies?
That's a lot of scrunchies to take.
Playing ring toss, giving them to random girls? Like, what is he doing?
Oh gosh, yeah, I don't know. At first, I would think I was losing them.
Yes.
But once my stash of 5 in my drawer, I put in 5 every Sunday is gone.
Yeah, I would be concerned.
He's very bold, taking so many.
Why is he taking so many?
All right, so there's an edit. You want to hear it?
Yeah, see, my
There's
mind went
also-
to perverted a little
There's
bit,
also
but
an update. We're gonna go to the edit,
Okay.
get your reaction, then go to the update.
okay.
Edit. Some of you aren't just any fun. Obviously, no one knows but him. I just wanted to preemptively prepare myself for reasonings as to why he could be doing this. Also, it's just kind of funny, so I wanted to share. I thought the way this was written would kind of show that, but some people are taking it way too seriously. He's planning on coming over tonight, so it's definitely on the agenda to ask him where they've gone. At this point, if he says he doesn't know, I'm just going to set up a camera because A, he's lying and needs to be called out, or B, someone unwelcome is in my apartment stealing my stuff.
Scrunchies. Where's my scrunchies, man?
Someone asked if it could be my dog, but I pulled my couch out since this started happening, and honestly, my dog doesn't really steal things, so I'm 99.9% positive it's not her. She's an old gal and sleeps mostly. Unless there's some other creature sneaking and stealing, it's definitely a person doing this.
Wait, would you say creature? Makes me think of something evil. I
A
like that.
ferret.
I like the ferret, though. That was cute.
A lot of people have said he might be tidying them up, but this is honestly impossible because they're nowhere to be found. I have a fairly large apartment, but unless he's storing them in a vent or something, they're just straight up missing. Either way, I should have an update tonight.
He's making Christmas, you know how to do those
Oh,
things
they're so
on the
cute.
holidays.
I made you a gift. So all my scrunchies.
This is every day we're together. I add a scrunchie. Scrunchie ring hanging around the house.
Could you have bought scrunchies so then I could take it apart and use them instead of stealing scrunchies.
He's cheap. Economical.
Oh gosh, you want to hear the update?
Okay, what is the update? I have no idea what he's doing with these scrunchies. Like, what is going on?
All right.
My mind is all over the place from like cheating to like doing something like inappropriate with these scrunchies. Like, I don't know.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Y'all, he just left, and I have to write this now while it's fresh in my mind. So as many of you came at me for not doing immediately, I had a talk with him tonight. I planned on it, but when I discovered the last batch of missing scrunchies this morning, I just snapped and wanted to get some ideas of what he could be doing with them.
I would lose my mind. So yes.
I didn't want to approach it via text while either of us were working, so I just figured I'd wait until this evening to approach him. A lot of people told me that I should be able to talk to him, but it's still so new, I just didn't want to approach it at first.
Okay.
Most of you were wrong, but a few of you beautiful, twisted people got it right.
Oh no, I'm one of these twisted people.
Without further ado, allow me to provide my best recollection of the conversation.
Oh gosh, what is it?
Me. I keep losing my scrunchies, and it's driving me nuts. Have you seen any of them around? Him. Not really. Don't you have one in your nightstand? Me. Yeah, but I used to have a lot more, and now they're missing. It's so weird. At this point, his demeanor changed. To be fair, I was staring him down, and he knew I knew. He just shrugged at me. The demeanor switch gave me enough spidey sense that I just flat out asked why he was taking them. He initially tried to say that he didn't. Then he tried to say he was accidentally taking them, and said he would put them on his wrist and forget to take them off.
Okay, why would he put them on his wrist?
I pressed him, saying I never saw them on his wrist, and I always kissed him goodbye so I would notice. He looked like he was about to start crying and kept saying he didn't know, which didn't make sense because he clearly did. I got frustrated and raised my voice and demanded to know, at which point he admitted he was masturbating with them.
Oh, it's what I kind of thought. Ew.
I just kind of stared at him for a second. I was glad that I made the post because the initial shock wasn't as bad. Since it was brought to my attention that this is common,
What?
I had him explain, and he said that one night early on he was at my place, and we made out, but I told him I didn't want to have sex. He shimmied away to the bathroom and had looked around for something to use as lube. I only had scented lotions around, and he was worried I noticed something that he smelled like them. So he chose the next best thing, which I guess was my ultra plush towel scrunchie.
Oh my god.
Those are expensive.
Those are expensive, those plush ones.
After he defiled my poor scrunchie, he apparently panicked and rinsed it out and put it in his pocket. I guess this experience ignited something within him because he started taking them to masturbate with. When I asked why he didn't just keep up with the same one and wash it, or buy his own pack, he said it felt better because it was mine. Cute, I guess?
No, not cute. No.
He told me he would never take another one and apologized profusely for being weird. He even offered to buy me new ones. While he wasn't as manipulative or scary as some people thought, I still don't love that trust has been broken so early on that he stole from me, regardless of reason. I asked for space and he left. So yeah, I don't really know what I plan to do from here, but now we all know. Apparently, scrunchies of your loved ones feel really good if someone wants to give it a shot. With permission, of course.
Yeah, just don't steal someone else's scrunchies. Buy your own. Just buy your own
gosh. What's that the same?
No. Like, I was joking, like, I'm thinking OnlyFans ring toss on your, like, kind of fun. But no, that just went to a dark place. Like, yeah. And somewhat, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be something perverted or gross. And it's like, I just don't know why he just didn't keep a couple and then, I like this and buy a new one. That's a weird excuse.
Like, keep the one wash it. I don't know. It's kind of gross, though.
Yeah, it's going to get kind of stiff pretty quick.
1 month in and a guy does this. What do you do?
Only a month in?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm out. I like my scrunchies too much. I'm out.
That's a lot of scrunchies.
It's a lot of scrunchies and like your silk ones or your plush ones. Like those ones cost money.
They
like,
do.
They're not cheap.
I know, you try to steal some of my silk ones. Like, those are like $5 scrunchies in there, and I'm giving those up.
When I had to buy my own silk ones, like I literally just used it and would set it back when we were on vacation.
My hair is on it. It's not for your hair to touch.
She was like freaking out. Okay, why is this cat doing
I only
this?
have 2 like that are really nice. So I keep track of my 2 scrunchies.
No, Nico. Nico's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah, so
Attacking
top
the
comment,
computer.
putting the crunchy into scrunchie.
So true. Because I'm thinking, like, how stiff is, like, ugh. Yeah, so basically he was also throwing them away. So what a waste.
Yeah. Yikes.
Awful.
Oh, so this is a comment. Is it weird that this update made me read the initial post first and I immediately thought it's going to be a sex thing? At least he didn't wash them and put them back for OP to use.
Ew, yeah.
Why do I think he's not alone? It's a strange world, OP. Will you ever be able to use the scrunchie again?
I would hide my scrunchies if a guy came over. Like, ew.
Ew.
Only a month in, what would you do?
I don't know.
If you really like them?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe
See, like-
give it another try, but if any scrunchies go missing again, it's out. You're done.
And he does need to buy her some of the more expensive ones. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying break up with him. I think this relationship has run its course because he stole from you and then lied to you. Yeah.
On a deeper level, yeah. Like, you know how you're looking at the whole big picture, so you're trying not to look at, like, everything, but at the core of it, he lied and stole.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I think I could let go of, like, 1 or 2 scrunchies, but come on,
Yeah, if it
dude.
happened just like twice, like that was my favorite scrunchie. Because I would notice like my favorite scrunchie like, going missing.
She noticed I used her one silk one, and
Yeah.
I put it back. Would she look at the hairs in it or
Yeah,
something?
that's
How'd she
gross.
know?
I don't want my hair touching your hair.
But yet you'd use my brush?
It's different.
Okay.
It's a dire situation if I need to use your brush.
All right.
All right.
What's the next one?
All right, we're gonna do. This is from Relationship Advice, posted by Throwaway Argue.
Oh, we haven't had any Am I the Assholes tonight.
No.
This is more just relationship advice tonight. All right, let's go.
My 24 male girlfriend, 23 female, is upset at some pictures I took with my friend, 32 female. How do I reassure her?
Okay.
Hey, there's been a misunderstanding between my girlfriend and I. I have a friend who recently moved a few hours away. We have a strictly platonic relationship. My girlfriend is usually okay with opposite sex friends, but a misunderstanding happened where she now doubts our friendship. Pretty much my friend came into town and unfortunately my girlfriend had to work. She's a nurse and sometimes works weekends. So it's just my friend and I. My friend and I went to a party and we took a picture where her leg was over me and videos dancing that I can see why my girlfriend felt was inappropriate, but it was platonic.
That seems a little too cozy for me with the leg over.
For some reason, my friend posted it on Instagram yesterday. I don't know. I didn't know my girlfriend followed her, but I still wish she didn't post it. My girlfriend is off at work tomorrow, and she's off of work tomorrow.
Okay.
And she said we can talk about it again because we argued yesterday. Just trying to figure out the best way to acknowledge her feelings, so explaining it's not as deep as she's making it. Then a comment from OP. The pictures and videos are deleted now, but my girlfriend is upset at me for some of the dances in the videos with her. And of course, the picture. I did tell her it won't happen again, but she's starting to distrust my relationship with my friend, and I don't like it. And then someone asked, what were the dances? And OP replied saying, not a specific style, but she danced on me a little bit.
Okay, all right. So she purposely posted that photo and the videos.
That was on
She
purpose.
likes this person and maybe didn't mean as much to him. Like sometimes people are a little clueless when someone else likes you. Because if he just sees this girl as a friend, he could truly not be thinking anything of it.
I don't know, but you should respect your partner enough to not
But
let someone
saying-
be all over you.
Yes. And if she's saying, like, I wish you wouldn't post it, are you just upset you got caught?
It's not upset that he did it.
No.
It's upset that it got posted.
Like you couldn't, like, looking at it from the outside in, like, oh, I don't think I would like my girlfriend dancing on another guy like that. Or I wouldn't like my girlfriend, like, I don't know how they were sitting, but when you say legs across, I'm saying sitting like really close and their legs
Well,
draped over you or something.
yeah,
Like that's what I'm
like how
picturing.
couples.
Like how a couple would sit. Yes.
So someone replied to his comment of the dancing on me and said, "So your friend was giving you a lap dance? Is that what you're saying?"
What do you say?
He didn't reply. There's another comment here. His words were, "She danced on me, not with me, on me."
Yeah,
You're being ridiculous.
I think so.
Yeah, and then OP replied saying, "Yeah, as soon as they accused me of getting a lap dance, I knew I wasn't gonna get serious advice from them. That's what I was coming for Reddit for with this."
Okay, you want to feel justified for your decision. Dude, you know, you need to respect your partner. Like, that's not okay. Unless it is okay in your relationship, which clearly it is not.
Yep.
And of course, anyone's going to be upset at those photos. And then why take them down if it's a big deal?
Uh-huh.
If you're just sitting like, oh, my best friends arms on each
Yeah,
other.
I'm like, "Oh, you guys were closeless." I was like, "No, she was on you last night."
Yes. And then she's grinding on you last night,
Yeah.
dancing. Was it just like a close like dance or maybe just being a little overly jealous? No. She has a reason to be upset. You were disrespecting your girlfriend.
Yeah, top comment. You just know this guy would have had a fit if the roles were reversed.
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no advice to be taken. Either you like this girl or you like the attention that she gives you.
Yep.
Either way, you're not respecting your partner. If she's just a friend, let's keep the body parts off each other.
Yeah.
Other than a hug, chummy hug that you could give anyone.
Yeah.
Hi, little miso miso. Okay.
Do you want one more?
I want one more. I feel like it's been a short night.
Okay, this is from Two Hot Takes.
Okay.
By Berserker_Princess. Am I heartless for not being upset about ending a 9-year relationship?
I don't know if you're heartless, but it seems like you should care a little bit unless
After
someone was
9
awful.
years?
Yeah. It's a long relationship.
I'm a 32-year-old woman. Okay, what is happening over here? My cat is... Okay. Anyways, I'm a 32-year-old woman, and last night I broke up with my boyfriend because of 9 years. He's 33, and honestly, I feel okay. Actually, I feel happy, relieved, like a weight I've carried for years has finally lifted. This morning, he was crying, even though right before I ended things, he told me he hates me.
Oh, but he doesn't. He loves you.
We have 3 kids. 2 of
Oh.
them are on the autism spectrum. The youngest, his biological child, has no special needs. When I was pregnant with our youngest, he told me he wasn't attracted to me anymore because I was brewing a kid.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't feel anything either. Bye-bye.
That's when he asked for an open relationship.
Jerk. Okay.
I was young, scared, and already deeply insecure, so I said yes, hoping things would go back to normal after the baby was born. Looking back, I know that I was naive. Since then, I've tolerated so much. He yells at me when he's mad and then blames me for making him angry. He's broken up with me countless times during fights. Every time I expressed hurt or tried to address issues, he turned it into a lecture about my flaws. I have apologized for things I didn't do just to de-escalate. I cooked, I cleaned, did his laundry, ran all the errands, worked a job, and took care of our kids. He's never once taken or picked up them from school. All he does is game, eats in his office, barely interacts with the family, even the kids notice. Despite how lonely I felt, I still fought for us. I went to therapy. I asked him to go too. I tried fixing everything he said was wrong with me. About 2 months ago, I realized his touch repulses me. We haven't been intimate in 6 months. And honestly, I don't know why I stayed so long. Maybe it was abandonment trauma or from childhood trauma. Probably both. We haven't talked logistics yet. He's at work. I don't know what I'm allowed to ask for in terms of help with the kids. The 2 oldest aren't biologically his, but they're Irish twins, and he's been in their lives since they were babies. He calls himself their dad. I'm also scared about how he'll act moving forward. What if he yells at me in front of the kids again? When I try to shut him down, he just gets crueler. How can I calm things down without having to physically leave the house every time? This morning, he was devastated, but I wasn't. Is it wrong that I feel at peace?
No, now it's time to find a safe space to live or him find a safe space to live. I mean, I would let him still be the dad figure if he still wants to be to your other children. You're probably not going to get child support for them because it's not biologically theirs, but if he still gives them the emotional support, that could be good for the kids as long as he's healthy with them. I mean, it doesn't sound like he's emotionally healthy to you.
As long as he's good with them.
Yes, as long as he's a good dad to them, then fine. But yeah, I think you need to get a place, or he needs to get a place ASAP.
Yep. Top comment, you don't ask for stuff like help with the kids. You file for child support for the one that's his. He will get some custody time. You take the other kid's father to court to get support. And then you figure out how some help with understanding self-worth and give some thought in staying single. 3 kids with 2 on the autism spectrum is a lot. OP replied with, I agree with this. And staying single is what the plan is. I can't take another father to court as he is no longer alive. Great guy, and I'm sure we would have still been together if he hadn't passed.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what state she's in. In some states you get money when the father's deceased. I don't know if she will, if she's in the United States, you know how that works.
Yeah. And how long ago it was even.
Right. Because sometimes you get some benefits from that, but I don't know what those are for that person. But yeah, I think get out, girl.
Yeah.
It's time. I think she probably feels a weight off her chest. She's like been treated horribly by him and she's done.
It's about time.
Yeah. I mean, the opposite of love isn't hate because that's still a very intense feeling and they're often tied together. The opposite of love is indifference.
Yes.
So if you feel indifferent, that means you're done. You're just out.
Yeah. Well, she felt repulsed by his touch.
Well, that says a lot. I mean, I wasn't addressing that, but that says a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just have to say, you're so funny. You took off your headphones, and I tried to take a sip, like, away from the microphone, and you still...
I could still hear it.
She can't handle hearing a swallow.
Nope.
Now it just sounds weird when I'm saying it by itself. I was getting a drink from my homemade strawberry margarita. Oh, wait, is it yeah.
I don't know. What's the difference between...
I was thinking, did I just say daiquiri? But I did not.
No,
it's a
you didn't.
margarita. Yeah.
What makes it a margarita, not a daiquiri?
Tequila or rum.
Ah, wait. Rums and daiquiris?
Rum or vodka. We tend to make vodka
I was gonna say, I
daiquiris.
don't think I've ever had a rum daiquiri.
I've had rum in my daiquiri.
I think I've only ever had vodka.
No. Yeah. This is strawberries. This is tequila, triple sec, and lime juice.
Oh, it was very good.
And then obviously, you know.
What a great way to end the night.
It is. Happy Cinco de Mayo. A day late for you guys. And where can they find us on Reddit? You can find us at the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast on our Instagram account.
And on Reddit, r_cats_and_dogs_pod.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Yep.
And be kind.
Or don't.
Be you.
Maybe not.
Oh, don't be me.